the Chagim of Tishrei, Rosh Hashana, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, we understand what they're about by really remembering what happened on those days and then really understanding what's special about those days. So what happened on Rosh Hashana? What happened on Rosh Hashana? What happened on Rosh Hashana? Creation. Creation of what? Creation of what? The way Chazal put it, the world was created on Chav Elul. Chav Elul. Man was created on Aleph Tishrei. So it's the creation of man. What happened on Yom Kippur? Klal Yisrael got kapara after making the egel, and they got luchas shniyas. That was a whole different time in history, and it was Klal Yisrael. And what happened on Sukkot? Sukkot commemorates our 40 years in the Midbar, the Nisan, the divine protection that we had there. The Anani HaKavod, ironing our clothes, flattening down the mountains, getting rid of all the dangerous animals. We ate man from heaven. We're commemorating divine protection that lasted us 40 years. We'll have to talk about why now, why Sukkot. But Sukkot and Yom Kippur at least are for Klal Yisrael. Rosh Hashana is the creation of humanity. Why is it only Klal Yisrael that celebrates Rosh Hashana? Why shouldn't everyone celebrate Rosh Hashana? And be'emes, we understand Rosh Hashana is a Yom HaDin. It's not just a Yom HaDin for Klal Yisrael, it's Yom HaDin for the whole world. Just we're the ones that access the secrets of Rosh Hashana, whereas the rest of the world has absolutely no connection to it, and the question is, why do they not have it? Another question is, why not commemorate the day the world was created? Why are we only commemorating the day that man was created? Why is Chav Elul not a Yom Tov? The odds are that most from Jews don't even know that the world was created on Chav Elul. How did that disappear? Why does that not interest us? And of course the question of, and what's Elul all about? What is Elul all about? So let's begin with the purpose of the Bria altogether. Why did Hashem create? Of course, we have no way of understanding Hashem himself. Hashem's the Ein Sof. What did he tell Moshe Rabbeinu? Lo yarani adam v'choy, as the Rambam translates it, a human being will not be able to understand Hashem with the clarity that we can call re'iyah, seeing something, so long as we're alive in this world. With all our physical frames of reference, there's no way that we can reason, imagine, really have any true understanding of who Hashem is, other than to say that He is the Ein Sof is without definition. However, He has given us all sorts of clues. He has described His midas to us in the Torah, and He, by way of hints in Torah Sheviksav and in Torah Sheval Peh, has taught us the secret behind creation, and that is Ritzono Yisbarach Lehitiv. Hashem gives. Hashem is all good. It was His desire. Hashem's desire to give. Hashem's desire to give. So He created this beautiful world. He created the whole universe. He created spheres of existence that go beyond that. Olam es elyonim. To give. To give to whom? To give to man. Why dafka man? I mean, He gives to animals too. Why dafka to man? So Ramchal, in Derech Hashem, he spells this out. And he says that when we talk about giving, that's all very relative. We understand that if some mega wealthy person makes an 18-cent donation to some cause, it goes unnoticed and possibly even an insult. When someone gives, we call it giving relative to what he's got. What does it mean for Hashem to give? anything he gives is so small compared to what Hashem has. Hashem is the everythingness. Hashem is the everythingness. He's everything. What could he possibly give? Says Ramchal, there's only one thing that would be called giving by Hashem, and that's himself. He gives us the ability to connect to him. In this world, by way of perfecting ourselves, Torah and mitzvahs, and yes, we can even feel that. There's the Kirvas Elokim Litov, the pasuk that David HaMelech says, that's quoted in Mesilas Yesharim. And of course, in Olam Haba, where we will be actually connected to the Ribbono Shel Olam, that also is not something we can understand. And Chazal tell us about Olam Haba. Ayin lo rasa Elokim zu lasecha. We can't imagine what it's going to be like. We are going to be part of the Ribbono Shel Olam Kivayochel with an independent awareness. We will be aware of the fact that we're connected to him, which is what Ramchal says, the most intense pleasure possible. So Hashem gives, he gives of himself. He gives our ability to connect. Says Ramchal, but that's still not enough. By Hashem's standards, that's still not giving. You know why? Because then we're the recipients of his good. We're recipients. Recipients. Compared to the Ribbono Shel Olam, we're a bunch of nevachs. We're recipients. For Hashem really to give, he created the human being that not only has the ability to be attached to Hashem, but who earns his relationship with Hashem. So Hashem created this one being that has free will, that has the ability to choose. The ability to choose Kirvas Elokim or Chalila, the opposite. And the Ribbono Shel Olam created the world in a way that there's Torah, there are mitzvahs, and so many more mitzvahs than we can really think of. We know there are Tariag mitzvahs, but in truth, every choice we make is choosing connecting to Hashem or otherwise. There is a right and wrong way of dealing with every situation that arises on earth ever. And according to Mesilas Yesharim, Hashem, every second of the day, is creating situations for every one of us where we have the ability to choose Kirvas Elokim or Chalila, the opposite. Of course, with the Yesodis that are in Torah, but they aren't necessarily fulfillments, technically, of the Tariag mitzvahs. Therefore, the tachlis of the Bria was that there be the human being who has the ability to choose, and chooses Kirvas Elokim, and earns for himself the eternal pleasure of closeness to Hashem, of being connected to the Ribbono Shel Olam. That was the purpose of creation. So, of course, if we ask the question, why do we not commemorate the day that the earth was created? Bereishis bara Elokim es hashamayim v'haaretz. Vayom Elokim yehi or. That wasn't the tachlis. The tachlis habriya was man, because we have free will. So we commemorate the day that man was created. The bria of the human being, the Baal Bechira. That's Rosh Hashana. What is the force available to us on Rosh Hashana? We have the ability to tune into that, to be given the opportunities of choosing closeness to Hashem. What does that mean? So we know in davening, in all of our davenings on Rosh Hashana, we daven Zachreinu L'chaim, we're asking for Chayim. Kasveinu b'sefer HaChai. We want life. We're asking for life. We're asking for opportunity. And we'll get into the exact definition of the precise definition of life. But we're talking about opportunity. Another year of opportunity to be able to earn more and more closeness to Hashem. And that is given on Rosh Hashana. So, if that first Rosh Hashana Hashem created man because of his desire to give, then every year in Rosh Hashana Hashem gives anew. Every year in Rosh Hashanah Hashem gives us another year of life, of opportunity to choose good. That's Rosh Hashana. So comes the question, what is Elul? What is Elul all about? For this, we have to go to the one who knows all the answers. The secrets of all of the Yamim Tovim are to be found in the Bnei Yissaschar. And he tells us very clearly, the Svarim refer to Elul as Yemei Ratzon, days of Ratzon. Of Ratzon. What's this Ratzon? Says the Bnei Yissaschar. If Rosh Hashana is the day of the creation of man, it's the day that life is given. What preceded Rosh Hashana? Ritzoinoi Yisbarach Lehetiv. Hashem's Ratzon to give. Which, by the way, the Mekubalim tell us that too was a creation. Hashem's the Ein Sof. Desire? You can't say Hashem has desire. He created Ritzoinoi Yisbarach Lehetiv. And that preceded creation. Elul is time before creation. What existed in Elul? Ritzoinoi Yisbarach Lehetiv. The spiritual forces that are alive and well and available for us in Elul are the forces of Hashem's desire to give. Hashem is anticipating that Rosh Hashanah where He's going to give another year of opportunity, where He's going to give life, and He is craving to give. Ritzoinoi Yisbarach, He can't wait to give and give and give and give. How do we access that? How do we access the spiritual forces of Hashem's desire to give us? By creating a ratzon to receive. By creating a desire to receive from the Rebbeinu Shalom. Elul is a time that a Yid really works up an appetite for opportunity. Opportunity to grow. Opportunity for a meaningful life. An opportunity to choose closeness to Hashem. We develop our ratzon to access Hashem's ratzon. And with that, we get on Rosh Hashana a year of opportunity. That is the yesod of Elul. Yemei Ratzon. Our Ratzon. To activate Hashem's Ratzon. To access Hashem's Ratzon. To give us opportunity. We've got to make use of Elul. We've got to make use of Elul to really desire that. And then the Zeicha to a great year on Rosh Hashana.